All right, this is my second attempt at this video. So what we're gonna focus on, I think what you should focus on is, sorry for the angle, it's just so you can see the bass better. You should focus on keeping your hand moving in an up and down motion, whether you're playing the notes on every stroke or not. So, you know, you count like when we count, we're counting like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down and down and down and down and 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, down up, down up, down up, down up. I hope this is clear what I'm trying to tell you. Downstrokes are the numbers and upstrokes are the ands, right? So like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and your hand should be moving like that no matter what pattern you're actually playing. Your hand should just be like, imagine your hand just like floating over the bass, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and only making a noise when you want to make a noise. So like, you know, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. This concept is really valuable for time, and for feel, and for understanding like what kind of feel we're playing, like what kind of genre we're playing. I came up with a little exercise to help you with this, but you can just start on like one string. So let me show you that. So you can play like, you know, alternating picking, like let's start on 2 strings. You're just gonna do this for now. And then you can fuck around with like changing the pattern. So you'll go like, you won't play all the notes, right? You're gonna keep your hand moving. Your arm and hand motion is never gonna change. What you're gonna change is which notes you're actually picking. And I should probably stop there for a second and say, I should have said this first. Playing a little closer to the bridge is easier because there's more string tension closer to the bridge. The strings don't move as much when you play them. Like if you play them here, they're always like in motion and they can be kind of feels weird. It's like loose feeling. But down here, they're like very reliably where you want them. So like playing fast up here just sounds bad. That's like the fucking fat mic technique. And playing fast down here, that's like propaganda or, you know, whatever. So, so yeah, also 2 anchor points are probably going to be really useful for you. You're going to want your wrist, or like maybe halfway up your arm, like here, on this body contour area of the bass, and then your wrist is going to like fall like sort of like this on the bridge, sort of, you know, your hammer like fucking do this, and then put your arm on the body, and then you have now a reference for where the strings are. You know, like I don't need to look. I can just go. I can skip strings. I know where that distance is. That's something you're going to learn by doing, right? So then I was just talking about this exercise. The exercise is just 2 strings for now. So we'll just go, you know, like, oh, and these fingers, you'll want to close those up. And you want to hold the pick like this if you can. You want to like take your finger like this and set the pick on it like that. So that it's like where, if you were pointing, it would be like, this is here. Let me get closer. So like you just set the pick on your finger like this, and then put your thumb on it. This is what it should look like. You should be able to like tuck the rest of your hand. It doesn't have to be uncomfortable, but like your hand should be kind of tuckable, so that there's not a bunch of stuff. The pick is the furthest thing down, right? If you're like holding it with 2 fingers or something, you see how it like changes where your thumb is, or like if you're rolling it forward, your knuckles are more in the way. If you can figure out how to comfortably hold the pick sort of like your thumb should be straight across the pick horizontally, and your index finger should curl in and be like exactly opposite your thumb, just like that. And just put the pick in there and hold it like that. You'll drop it less, you'll touch the strings with your fingers less, etc. We talked about starting with like a thinner pick, like a yellow Dunlop or something. That's probably a good idea. So back to this exercise I mentioned. So we're just doing this, right? Or slower. You probably want to do it slower. And like I said, anchor your wrist, right? There's going to be like a comfortable place you can kind of figure out. I'm a little uncomfortable here myself. So now we're going to start just kind of dropping notes. Like I'm doing that with my left hand. My right hand is kind of still picking. Sometimes there's a dead note in there. So there's two ways to do that. You can either keep picking and just not, like, you're muting this. I'm muting the string right now with several fingers, and then playing, kind of Rage Against the Machine. And then back to the other string. That's one way. Another thing you can do is not play those dead notes, so you'll just kind of slightly lift off. So you can play like, kind of see how you can just modify the pattern and get, like, there's a ton of punk songs in there, right? So then I wanted to give you like sort of a more advanced pattern with your left hand that kind of includes most of the things that we're talking about. So, and that pattern is, I was just playing it a minute ago, I came up with it. Fuck. I guess there's probably, you can do it a couple different ways. So like one thing you could do is you could go for more like consistent steady picking, practicing that, you can go. Ah, fuck. Okay, just do this, go. Just play this. I was playing this earlier, it was fine. So, that's just those notes. 10-minute video. And then you can just start fucking around with the other patterns. So you can be like... I hope that all makes sense. I'm sorry this is 11 minutes now, but let me know what you think.